What's up, everybody? This is Shane and you're watching Tales from the Tent. Now today's Tales from the Tent is a little different because I want to talk about personally why I got into floating and why I got into meditation. So 8-9 years ago I was battling with panic and anxiety bad, and I think a lot of people battle with anxiety, at least generalized or overstress type disorder stuff. But I found that a lot of people didn't talk about it, and talking about it helps so much because you realize that other people are dealing with the same stuff. But 8 or 9 years ago, I had moved and I was going to school in LA. I was taking on so much and so much change, and I think my brain just had too much stress for too long, and it sort of just snapped into I had a full-blown panic attack, and I couldn't even manage. At the time, I couldn't even manage to have a caffeinated soda. So it was so bad that when I would drink that caffeinated soda and my heart rate would go up and I would feel those feelings of anxiety and panic, and it would send me into a spin, and I thought I was going nuts, but really I was battling panic and anxiety. And I had to reach out, and I had to see family and friends, and I even went to counselors, and I had to realize that I need to take care of my brain and my environment and the way I think, and I had to retrain and relearn from scratch. And I found that meditation really taught me to calm down my brain and enjoy that state, learn that state, and practice that state of mental awareness where everything's calm and fine, and you learn to just draw that out. So when I was feeling anxiety, panic, any situation, I could just reach in and go, I know how this feels, I know where to go, and I would take myself back to that calm feeling. So when I found meditation, I was looking for better ways to meditate, and I've probably told this story 100 times, but I found floating, and I found it through Joe Rogan and a video he did. It was done to a song by Deadmau5, and it had all these illustrations and visuals. You've probably seen it. I've posted it and shared it a bunch, but this video spoke to me so much because I was into meditating, into self-exploration, and I just took hold. And if you guys know my story, that's when I went and I built my own tank in my basement because I knew floating was the answer for me. And floating makes meditation easier because when you're in a float tank, there's no distractions, there's nothing to pay attention to. It's just you and your mind. And I've heard people say that you can hop in a float tank and within your first few floats you're reaching states that it takes monks 10 years to reach because there's just no stimulus. It makes meditation easy. And once again, meditating helped me get in that zone of peace and content, turn off anxiety and panic, and it was really big for me. It's changed my life forever. I'm still floating, and I would recommend it to anyone, but if you've ever had anxiety or panic, just know that so many people do, and if you're not reaching out and talking about it, it really helps. So this one isn't exactly the funnest Tales from the Tent, but I think it's really important to know that floating can help. Floating and meditation can help anxiety and panic. I know it firsthand. I don't have the medical reasons, but it just helps practice that state of peace. So I recommend it, and that's about all I got to say on that subject. If you have any questions, comments, or want me to talk more on anything else, just leave it in the comments below or tweet us, Facebook us, whatever works for you. Adios, people.